Other people talk besides the speaker and I. Several years ago, I was taught a lesson of just how much an unscheduled candidate can talk. But I'm breaking that habit tonight. I'm excited to break that habit tonight. I enjoy telling candidates, if you won't come to Guernsey County and talk to us, how are you going to represent us? I said that to this lady, and she's here. She took me up on it. You have a choice, folks. Heather Hill for governor.
Thank you all so much for allowing me to be here. I'm your neighbor, so it was great to be home. I live on a 100-acre farm in Morgan County, Ohio. I'm not a politician. I am an entrepreneur. I own Ohio Hunting Lodge, a small real estate firm, and ER Graphics. I am a military mom. My son, my husband's in the back here, Darren, taking pictures. But our son is active duty military, stationed in Fort Bliss, Texas. I am also a foster parent. I've had over 50 foster children come through my home. Our husband and I have had one live birth, and that's our son, Darren. So I am very much pro-life. I am as red as it gets. I own weapons of every kind, and I mean every kind. I own ARs, I own handguns, and I believe 100% that it is time for Ohio to have true representation. Yes, we do have a big name person that's running against me, but that's not what Ohio is looking for. Ohio is looking for someone that is going to give us true representation. We do not want out-of-touch billionaires. We do not want career politicians that play musical chairs. We want someone who's going to fight for Ohio and is going to fight for our people. Like I said, I live in the middle of a 100-acre farm. My husband worked at AEP before Obama's ridiculous rules and regulations closed his plant. I know what it's like to fight. I know what it's like to serve. And I know what it's like to want my voice to be heard. I know what it's like to haul water. I have lived on a farm for 25 years, hauling water. I know what it's like to fight for our farmland against data centers and different things that are coming into our area. I am the person that has fought with the Republican Party for the last 25 years of my life. I worked on all major campaigns. I am the one that made the It's Okay commercial for President Trump's last campaign that I was working on at the same time that I was working on Bernie Moreno's campaign. I made that commercial because it is important for us all to unite. It is important for people of color to know it is okay to be Republican and it is okay to support our president. Many of you have heard the story of myself against the ROP, the GOP. Tonight, I made an effort. I saw Alex, and I went over to Alex, and I said, Alex, let's squash this. Let's squash this. And he said, okay, and we shook hands. Because we have to fight for our Republican values. I am the only Christian conservative that is running for governor in Ohio. We have to stand up and we have to fight for who we are. We have to fight for our Lord, and we have to fight for what's important with our values. I know I don't look like what you're used to in the Republican Party, and people make sure they tell me that every single day in between the death threats. But you know what? I am a little country girl, and my grandma always told me that I could be whoever I wanted to be, and that's what I'm doing. I was president of the Morgan Local School Board. I was appointed by governors. I was inducted into Hall of Fame. All because just this little girl from Appalachia, McConnellsville, Ohio, with dyslexia, decided that I was going to do something. I was going to step up and I was going to help my fellow Republicans, who I believe is the only party that conserves our Christian values. And I did that, and I have worked my butt off. And now I am going to lead you. I was the first to announce that I was running for governor. Clear back in November, I waited a week after President Trump's election, and I announced. But a lot of you don't know my name. A lot of you have never heard of me, and that's sad, but that's what happens to grassroots candidates. But we have to stand together, and we have to fight so that we have true representation, and I am proud to be that person. On your tables, you will see just a little card, because we ran out of our real ones, so we had to print these really quick. But you'll see not only myself, but my running mate, Stuart Moats. We are both. We are true Ohio business owners. I have been a business owner for the last 25, 30 years, and so has Stu Moats. He owns 3-in-1 Tree Service. He's out of Dayton, Ohio. Also, you will see our business cards. We are the only candidates that give out our private cell phone numbers, because we believe that you have a right to call me and ask me anything you want to ask me. I will not turn you away. No matter if you think it's a silly question or not, I will answer that question. I stay awake every night until midnight to give people 30-minute increments for voters to contact me and tell me what they're facing. We have to fight. We have to stand up. You're not my fans. I am not a rock star. I am a public servant who is here for you. And you will never hear me say that I'm some popular person or I'm some rock star, because that is not how I look at things. I work for you, and I will continue to work for you. And I know what you're experiencing, because I'm one of you. I would like to ask for your vote in this primary. And I believe 100% I will win this vote. And I will be honored to work with Alex and the Republican Party when I win the primary on May 5th. Thank you. And I'm going to shut up before I get in trouble, and I'm not allowed to talk again.
Candidate for Governor, Heather Hill. They know your name now, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Thank you for coming.